Had a wonderful day. Yeah, it's still my birthday. It's still my birthday. It's still my birthday. But I had a wonderful day. I can't complain. See this? Birthday queen. That's what it says. Does it say that? Yep, it does. Um, like I said, I had a good day. Um, got to do some things. Went out on 3 dates, y'all. I'm single. I can do that. I told him that I don't eat out no more. So we went on one. We went to God, what is this place called? It's like a bouncy place where you get to bounce all around, and I had fun. And that's for adults. And then the other one took me to the skydiving place. Oh, you talking about somebody scared? Whew. First time doing it, scared. Okay, but made it through it. It was exciting. Um, and then last but not least, we just kind of chilled out. Went to a couple of spots that he liked to go to, and talked and got to know each other. Um, which 3 dates was the best? I probably would say the last one, you know, because, all of them gave me gifts, which was nice. But this one, he was able to spend more money on the gift um, that he gave me. And, I got to know him, which was pretty nice. I got to know what make him tick and what makes him sad and what makes him happy. We talked for quite a bit. I say I spent the most time with him because it was something that I like to do. I like to go to quiet places and just chill out and relax, and that's what my next topic is about getting to know a person. A lot of times we jump in relationships and we really don't get to know that person before we jump into that relationship. We really don't get to know what makes them tick, how are they going to respond if this happens, because we don't take our time. So this time I'm taking my time and I'm actually getting to know all these guys. I'm not sleeping with them. I'm not even kissing them. Ew, because I don't know them. So um, we just really taking our time getting to know each other, and they're respecting me for it, and I respect them. Um, it's just yeah. I wanna give God the glory real quick. I want to praise his name. The Most High is really, really taking care of me on this glow up that y'all say that I'm on. I'm getting approved for every type of credit that I apply for. Um, People are coming out the wazoo trying to offer me loans and stuff of that nature. And I think I'm about to take one loan because it's pretty good and it's on pretty good terms. And not only that, I think it will help me out a whole lot if I did it. And this guy is crazy. He said shaking my head because I didn't go out with him. That would have been 4 dates, and I'm pushing it at 3. So um, It's crazy. You know, I'm finna call him. I want to hear him talk. Let's see what he's talking about, because I think he's trying to see me. I think he's trying to see me. Let's see if he answers. Let's see.
Hello?
Yeah, where you at a party?
Well, I'm in my car.
You in your car. Where you headed to?
Oh, handle some business. And get ready to pull up on some business right quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
why you send me that text message in
I don't
capital?
know. I'm too, like, we ain't gonna play these little kid game. We gonna skip talk and don't talk. Like, if we ain't gonna talk, we don't need to talk, period. We don't need to waste no time, none of that. We don't need to talk, period. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I don't know
not.
what.
It's not like that though.
I'm just saying, I ain't finna waste no time. I can push on about my business. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I don't chase no one that don't do that. That ain't cool. I don't know where they do that at.
It
But look,
ain't.
check this out. Hold on, check this out. But I just pulled up this nigga house. Let me hit you right back.
All right, I'll answer. Oh yeah, he's upset. Ooh, he's mad, mad. Okay. Oh well. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what he wants from me. I told him we're friends, so I mean, I'm not gonna talk to you every day. You know, I don't know. I guess they really don't understand that I am enjoying being by myself. Okay, I really am. I mean, I like myself. I think I'm pretty awesome. You know, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm a go getter, I make money, I take care of myself, I'm exercising, I'm eating right. I mean, I'm smart, I'm funny, all that. So I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not a bad piece of I mean, I'm easy on the eyes somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Some people say I'm easy on the eyes a lot, but I say I do okay, you know. But as I was saying, I just want to thank the Most High for everything that He has done for me, the good, the bad, the ugly, because that is what's making me who I am. You know, if the breakup hadn't happened, I wouldn't be on this glow up. I wouldn't have lost the weight. I wouldn't have um, started eating right. It was a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have changed that I'm changing. And that's what I'm saying. That's, well, you see my necklace sparkling like that? Oh, okay. I didn't know I'd do that. But that's what I'm saying, you know. You got to go back to the root cause of everything. And everything that's happening to me right now, I can blame him, but I'm not gonna blame him. God, God just used him, you know, and well, I can't say it was God. It might have been the devil, but somebody used him, and when he made that move, God just took it. The Most High just took it and turned it into my good. You know, that's what he specialized in. You know, he'll take it and use it for your good. And that's exactly what he did for me. I mean, if we just trust him and give our whole heart to Him, He will make our desires come true. Yeah, I can't tell y'all how long I've been trying to buy a house. And a lot of it, a reason why I couldn't buy a house was because taxes, because as a business owner, we write off everything that we can so we don't have to pay very many taxes. So I was strolling through TikTok one day and I seen where it said bank statement loans. I was like, a bank statement loan? What's that? So I Googled companies that does bank statement loans, found one, met a nice lady. She was telling me about it and she was like, send me over your, I had this in over 12 months of bank statements, my 1099, my ID. What else? I think that was it to get it started. And they came back with a pre approval. And I'm like, whoa. And then the amount they came back with, I'm like, oh my God, you know? And so the next step was finding a house. So I'm looking online. I see a few houses. I see this one in particular, which is green. So I go see that one. And that's how I say God, He will lead you to people who's gonna help you and people that He needs to place in your life to do things. And the realtor, she was the realtor for the seller of that house. And so she talked to me because she was really pushing me to buy that house. Because that's how she gonna make her money. And I told her straight out, I said, I don't think this is the house for me. I said, yes, green is my favorite color, but any house that I buy, I can paint it green. And she laughed at me and she was like, yeah, you absolutely right. So she was like, can I show you some houses? And I was like, yeah, you can, So she's like, what houses you want to see? I will make an arrangement so you can get in there. And I hadn't even signed anything with her yet or, you know, said that she was going to get the money for helping me find a house to buy. So I sent her a list and we went down the list and boy, we was piggybacking off each other, jumping in, looking at houses and stuff like this. And then I came across this one. And when I walked in the door, it felt like I was walking into home. And I was like, oh my God, it's so nice. It's so nice. But what if something's wrong with it? And so she was like, well, you can get an inspection done. You can do this. And then, I had to pay $500 for the appraisal. I had to pay another $800 for all the inspections to get done. Then I had to pay, what else did I pay? I paid something else, but I forget what it's called. And the inspection company came back. Nothing's wrong with the house. Absolutely nothing. Few minor things, but there was nothing to make me back out of the deal. So I made the offer, and I'm like, okay, on this house is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Other people gonna come with offers. Other people gonna outbid me like they normally do. I'm not gonna, I was thinking all type of stuff, but something told me, like, get that negative thought out your brain. Get that. It's like you with me now. That's all I kept hearing. You with me now. You know, do you want this house? Do you want this house? So I immediately I called her back. I said, can I see the house again? And she was like, yeah. And I asked her, I said, can I walk through this house by myself? Yeah, I walked through that house. I was calling out his name. I was asking him to move mountains for me to get this house, all that. So when I walked back outside, She was like, "What you doing?" I said, "Claiming my house." She was like, "Claiming your house?" I said, "Yeah, this is my house." And she was like, "Oh, so now it's your house?" I was like, "Yep." She's like, "But they ain't even accepted our." I said, "They are." I said, "I got confirmation. They are gonna accept our offer." So we walking back to the car, and then she gets a phone call, and lo and behold, she got off the phone. She was like, "How did you know?" I said, "I spoke to God." And she was like, "They accepted the offer." And I said, "I know." So I rushed home, got to signing all the paperwork and everything before they could change their mind. And now we was under contract. I was like, oh, then the bank still, they kept coming back asking me for stuff, telling me I can't spend no money. I can't open up any more credit cards. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I just told them straight like this. I told her, her name was Shelly. I said, "Shelly, I need you to go to the bank president." She was like, "What?" I said, "I need you to go to the bank president. I need you to ask him a favor for me." And she was like, "Jackie, that's not how it works." I said, "Please, God is telling me to ask you this favor, and I would appreciate it if you do it for me." And she was like, "Jackie, what's the favor?" "I need you to tell him there's no way that I can stop spending money and run my company. That's what I do to keep this company going. I cannot not buy something when they need it. I cannot pass up an opportunity for credit because I need the cash flow in order to run my business. I've been running my business for 20 something years, and God has kept me intact. So I need Him to trust me that I know what I'm doing and that I have the money for the down payment, you know? So she said, "You asking for a waiver of all the rest of the forms?" I said, "That is what I'm asking. And I'm asking them to pull up off of me and let me run my company, let me make my money so that I can be able to pay this house off in a timely manner." She was like, "Okay, I'm going to go ask him. I'm going to see what he going to say. But normally he don't do it." Lo and behold, again, y'all. She was like, "I don't even believe it." I was like, "What?" She was like, "He agreed." I said, "Did he now?" She was like, "Girl, you are moving in your power." I was like, "Hey, I got number one behind me, in front of me, on the side of me. How can I not move in my power? You know?" So he agreed to waive all the rest of the forms, go ahead and proceed with the closing. So I signed some more forms, and guess what, y'all? They told me instead of the 19th, which I would have been closing today on my birthday, I can close on the 17th. And that's what I did. That's what I did. And I did it all with the help of him standing right next to me, in front of me, behind me, on both sides of me, on the top of me, on the bottom of me, just covering me. And I'm telling you, if you let him cover you, he can do the same thing for you. He will do the same thing for you. All you got to do is follow him. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Well, I'm going to drink at my birthday party. That I'm going to do. But I'm not going to get drunk. You know, it's not the drinking that's a sin because he drunk wine. So I'm going to keep it simple and drink wine. It's when you indulge too much. Now that's the sin. But for the most part, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm learning to get my mouth under control. If y'all notice, I haven't said as many curse words because I'm catching myself. Um, I don't talk about people no more. I don't put people down. I I just try to live like he would have lived when he walked this earth. I am a disciple of God, and I have to represent him. I can't be out here doing no foolishness. I can't be out here acting in an ungodly way. I just can't. I gotta totally trust in him, live by his word, and know that he's gonna do everything that he said he's gonna do for me. And I know he will. Like, he's going to bring somebody in my life that's going to love me the way that I need to be loved. And it's not going to trip off of me. He's not going to tell me I'm not sexy enough. He's not going to tell me I'm not pretty. He's not going to tell me any of those things because God is making sure that I work on myself so I can be the perfect woman for him. I'm not perfect, but I'll be perfect for him. Just like he's not perfect, but he'll be perfect for me. He won't think that he's not good enough. He will not think that he is beneath me or any of those things. I won't even have to hear that come out of his mouth because he will know that he is my leader, my king, and I love and I respect him. You know, it doesn't matter who makes the money in the relationship. It doesn't matter who is that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is that you're giving 100% to that person. You're taking care of that person to the best way that you can. You're doing your part. Your 100% might not be my 100%, but when it comes together, it's 200%. We are one now, so your 100% is my 100%. And I need a man that can understand that. It's not about, you know, this is yours and this is mine. No, it's ours. It is truly ours. And I shouldn't have to say that to you. It should be something that you automatically know. I'm with this lady. She got two cars outside. I can grab the keys and I can go drive it. This should be known. I mean, the only thing I don't want you doing is drinking and driving or smoking and driving. Cause that's a charge. Now you got to go to jail. Now I got to bail you out. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not in my 20s. I'm not 18. No, I'm grown out here, and I shouldn't be having to go and bail my man out of jail. I just shouldn't. You know, because if I do, he gonna pay me back, and if he don't pay me back, he gonna lose tenfold if he don't pay me back. Because I don't want. Well, it don't make no sense him paying me back because it's our money. That's stupid. But I just don't want my man going to jail for no reason. Why should I have to worry about that? You know? And that's all that I'm going to say about this because I'll get sleepy. I have to get up early in the morning, make sure these people have their physicals and their TVs, and then I gotta take my test for my CPR instructor license. So with that being said, I'm finna call it a night because I'm sleepy and I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I then had an exciting day. It wasn't what I'm used to, but it was okay. And I'm glad that I had this day, you know? All right, because he's blowing up my phone. I'm going to go talk to him for about 10 minutes and then I'm going to sleep. All right, y'all. Peace.